back again in my YouTube channel in DiEdukasi. So today I wanna explain again about the public policy. Now we have a topic for today about classical model hierarchy, or the other name is classical hierarchy model. And this theory will gonna tell us about classical theory, about how can we provide the policy, first from the formulation, second from the implementation, and the last about the output. And for the goals, about the administration goals, and of course of our public policy in this country. So if you remember in the other video before that I have made, I told you that when our government want to make policy, it can be first from the problem, or maybe we can make first the policy to provide the problem, or maybe to face the problem that will become in next year or maybe in the future. And for the classical hierarchy model, tell us this gonna be we make the policy from the political issue first. So it must be issue and access in this our country, and we must think about how can we provide the issue, and then how can we conclude the issue by this policy. So the first from the formulation, how can the formulation can tell us about the politics when we will know maybe in next year, or maybe when we will know that is an unexpected an action, or maybe an unexpected problem will come to our country. So the classical hierarchy model will tell us how can we give the formulation, or maybe make a formulation to face the problem. And second, how can the policy give the implementation. So for example, maybe in next year, we hope that COVID-19 will be down in this country, so the case will be closed. So what will the government do with the new policy? Maybe for the educational sector. So the government will give us the policy about when we want to entering school, whatever, from the junior high school, maybe after the university, we must have 3 doses of the vaccine. Now we know not all of the citizens in this country have a 3 dose. Just from the health sector first get the 3 dose, or we can say it about the booster. And then can you imagine maybe in the next year the COVID-19 will close case in this our country, but first we must get the 3 dose. So a lot of the citizens in this country must get 3 dose, maybe from the Moderna type, or maybe from the Pfizer, or maybe I don't know, from the other type in vaccine. And government give us the policy, or maybe government create the policy that say if we want to open class, or maybe we want to provide class of the offline. So a lot of instrument in the university, or maybe instrument in the school must be get 3 doses of the vaccine. So the government make the policy first. That's we call the formulation. So when we talk about the formulation, maybe that will gonna be pro and contra about that. Because of what? Because maybe not a lot of citizens can accept the 3 dose, because about the health background, or maybe I don't know, maybe there is a lot of problem about it. And then after that, the second, how can government give the implementation of the policy? When a lot of people agree about this policy, or maybe when there is another people disagree with this policy, so there will be a group pro and contra. So this is about the implementation. How can government give us implementation of this policy? can government provide a lot of people who will entering a school in a university or maybe junior high school under the senior high school can get the vaccine, and how can the exactly time to provide it? So maybe is it about the implementation, how exactly the right time to give the injection, about the 3-dose injection vaccine to a lot of our citizens in this country. And then second is about policy output. So how we get the output, what we will get from this policy? Can we expect after a lot of citizens, or maybe especially in the educational sector, get the 3-dose, and then we can guarantee so a lot of people can get the virus again? Or maybe we can still feeling like I'm still worried, maybe after I get 3-dose, even I get 3-dose, I can still get the virus in my body. So that's about the output. How many people will counting in this country that will get the 3-dose? Or maybe just for the especially people will entering the school? So we don't know. That's just a simple I think that's just a simple example for this case of our topic about the classical hierarchy model. Now I want to tell you about the secret how the government wanna make the policy. If government wanna make a policy, they make sure about 5 indicators. It must be included of the policy. First, the policy must be specific, must be clear what the purpose of the policy. So that I told you before about the policy, who will entering school, maybe for the offline program, they must be get the 3-dose of the vaccine. So it must be specific for the educational sector. Second, the policy must be measurable. How can we counting the output and the outcome of the finalization of the policy? Number 3, the policy must be attainable. Attainable means how can the policy, we know what we're gonna get of this policy. Number 4, the policy must be based on the reality. So when I talk about we want to make a policy for a future, for make it our future better from the before, but we must think about this policy must based on the reality case. We cannot imagination, guys, of this policy. And number 5 is about the time bound. So this policy must be have a time. How can we counting the policy? How can we want to get the result of the policy? So we cannot have the long time of the policy. Because of what? Because it will make a problem of our economic. Now guys, beside me there is a picture about an outside and inner environmental that can give an effect of our public policy. So when the government want to make the public policy, so that is another factor can give the effect of the public policy, maybe from the technology, maybe from the science, and then maybe from the other society. Then a lot of the instrument from the outside or maybe from the inner in the environmental always can give a vast impact, or maybe will be give an result for our policy. It will well done, or maybe it will gonna be the worst thing of our country. Okay guys, I think it's enough for this video. I hope you can enjoy this video, you can take the lesson of this video, and see you for the next video. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.